Hello everyone, this is Mitch and welcome to Kerbal Space Program Capsule number 1. So I've noticed that my Let's Play episodes are really long. So I've decided to split some of the technical information into easily found and accessed videos, which are a lot shorter, and this is it. This is the first one. So in the next few episodes in the Let's Play, I'm going to unlock new engines, and I want to explain how you choose an engine for a spaceship. So here we have a spaceship that has a mass of 7,850 kilograms. So if I add one of these engines, I get a spaceship that now weighs 9,350 kilograms. And this is the acceleration this will get me. So I have 3 fuel tanks, and they are all linked with a fuel line. So even if the engine is like this, it gets all the fuel from all these tanks, because the fuel circulates into this one, and back into this one, and back into this one. So this engine has access to all the fuel, and this is what it generates. Okay? It generates 2,516 meters per second of delta V, of acceleration. But as I get higher and higher in the atmosphere, it generates a little bit more. It's a little bit more efficient. And how do you know this? Well, let's close this for a second because it's in the way. Let's look at the stats here. What I'm interested in is especially the engine ISP. So the specific impulse of this engine. This is basically a number that tells you how much thrust, how much power it's giving you at a certain altitude in a certain context. So ASL here is at sea level, and vac is vacuum, so basically in space. So this engine is better at using its fuel and at generating thrust in space. So this is why when I play with the altitude meter of Kerbal Engineer here, I get less delta V at lower altitudes. But I still get a lot. I still get a lot. Now, what if I was to remove this engine and pick this smaller engine? Like, if you compare, this one has well over 3 times the thrust of this one. But it also has 1/3 the weight. So I can put 3 engines and I get the same mass, 9,350 kilograms for this spaceship. So it's the same. With 1 of these, or with 3 of these, it's the same. But now look, at ground level, I barely get a fraction of what I would have, and it's not even going to lift off. This is not enough thrust to weight ratio to lift it off the ground. But if I were to send this ship into space before firing these engines, suddenly I have 3,473 meters per second of delta V, of acceleration. And I have enough thrust to weight ratio to, it's fairly good. It's not going to take a very long time to burn. And how much did I have with the other engine? Well, only 3,221. But why is this? This one has more thrust for the same weight. That's because of the ISP. So here, at sea level, you see 85 ISP here. So this is really low. This is much, much lower than this one. And this is why at sea level, this thing won't even take off. But in space, it's 345 compared to this one's 320. So for the same amount of fuel, this one is going to generate a little bit more thrust. So this is why you want different engines, basically. So all of them have a purpose. And what you really need to pay attention to is the mass and the different ISPs at different stages. So if you want to take off from the ground, then an engine with a very high ISP at sea level is going to be much better than an engine that works better in space, like this one, like the Terrier here. So that's it. I hope this helped you a lot, and thank you for watching. If you liked, give me a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.